Alright, so we are back on our notes for Objective 2, and today we are looking at point slope form. Alright, we haven't talked a whole lot about point slope form, so what we're going to do is we're going to graph it, we're going to try to make this graphing as simple as possible. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this equation right here, and since we've got the y already on one side, and it's not quite by itself, what we're going to do is we are going to solve this for y so that we can put it into our calculator as a function. So if I were to add 6 here and add 6 here, these will cancel out, and I will be left with, I'm going to change the y to an f of x so that I know that I can put it into the function, equals 1/2 parentheses x plus 3, close parentheses, plus 6. Once I have that on my paper, the next thing I can do is I can take and plug that into my calculator. So to plug it in my calculator, I'm going to press the fraction button, or to get the fraction, which is the button to the right of the 9, enter, and then I'm going to put 1 over 2, press the right, don't forget your parentheses, very important, and then put in x plus 3, close the parentheses, and then put plus 6. And now I've got it in my calculator as a function. I'm going to hit enter. And I can see my graph, but what I really want to get is a table so that I can plot some coordinates. There's two ways to get there. Control T is one way to get there. The other way is to get menu, table. So I'm going to hit Control T, and now I have a table. I'm going to go and get a couple of negative values. So I'm going to go -2 through 2. All right, so I'm going to put a little table right over here for my x and for my f of x. And it's going to go -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And then I'll have 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, and 8.5. And I'm just copying that right down from my calculator where my x values are -2 through 2, and these are my y or f of x values. And now all I've got to do is plot these over on the left. So -2, 6.5. I'm going to go -2, 6.5 is going to be right between 6 and 7. And then I'm going to go -1 and 7. So I can go the rest of the way up to 7. And then 0, 7.5 right there. And then 1, 8 right here. And then 2, 8.5 right there. If you notice, those are all really close together, but I do have my coordinates now to make my line. And I will draw my line in. I'll put arrows on the end. And now I have my now I have my equation in point slope form graphed by turning it into a function in slope, or not in slope, but turning it into a function and putting it in my calculator. I want you to set up the second one right here to put in your calculator, and then we'll go on. Alright, so you should have subtracted 2 on both sides, and then you can rewrite this as f of x. Since the y is all by itself, turn into a function equals 1/2 parentheses x minus 4, close parentheses, minus 2. And now what we're going to do, again, is just plug this into our calculator and make a table. Right? Since we have a graph that's symmetrical, we have as many negative as we have positive x values. Let me show you how to get back to this. So if I want to change the function now, I'm going to click on the left so that I'm on my graph. I'm going to hit tab because tab brings up my functions. I'm going to go up, and I've already got my 1/2. I've got my x plus 3 from the last one we did, but I need to change that to an x minus 4. And then at the end I had a plus 6 and I need a minus 2. So I'll delete that and put minus 2. Don't put a -2 there, put a minus 2. If you put a negative, it will times by -2, and that will not work out the same. Once I hit enter, it will change all these over here. So now I can go ahead and copy my table down. So at -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, I have -5, -4.5, -4, -3.5, and -3. So now I've got my table all set up. I can slide my calculator out of the way and I can plot these coordinates. Right? So if I plot these coordinates, -2, -5, -2, -5 is going to be right here. -1, -4.5, and then 0, -4. And then every time I go over 1, I go up a half, because my slope is 1/2. And now, since I've got all 5 of my